What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. A little bit later than normal today. We had a memorial service for, not a service, but a memorial get-together for my brother-in-law who passed away at the end of last year because today was his birthday. So that is what I have been doing today, and why I am a little bit later than normal making a video. So we're going to get into a couple things. However, first we're going to take a look at the market as always. And right now we are still looking good. Bitcoin at $10,341. So we are up about $1,000 from where we were last night, which is very good. Actually, last night. Market cap overall 450 billion, and Bitcoin dominance 38.8. So it is overall a green day, and we will see. You know, we got a couple days left in February, so will Cliff High's target of 13,880? Will that be reached by the end of February? We're gonna have to wait and see. So I'm going to talk about a couple things, and I'll start with the good first. So briefly, I did a video a few days back about how Bank of America sees the threat in cryptos now. Okay, they had said that in a memo. It got out. Basically, now we have the same thing coming from Goldman Sachs. So that is good news for us. Okay, the banks see the risk to their existence. Okay, they see that cryptos have the ability, if we get to that point, which at some point I believe we will, but they have the ability to basically make central banks obsolete. And that is the goal, right? That is what we want. We don't want central bankers running our lives, because that is what we have now. And what do we get in return from that? We get a dollar that's worth nothing. Okay, we live a life of slavery and debt. So that is what we get when central banks control our monetary system. So I'm not really going to read the article, but it is on CoinDesk if you want to take a look yourself, and it's titled Goldman Sachs, latest bank to label crypto a business risk. And we'll just read the first couple portions here. Investment banking giant Goldman Sachs has cited its connection to cryptocurrencies and blockchain as a potential business risk. Public records show. In a way, the disclosure echoes one published last week by Bank of America, which warned at the time that it faces both competitive and compliance risks as a result of the technology. According to the February 6th filing, which constitutes its annual report for the fiscal year 2017, Goldman believes that it might be impacted because of its work with clients in the companies it is invested in. Goldman is an investor in payment startup Circle, which announced today that it acquired crypto exchange Poloniex, and is one of a number of investment banks that offers its customers access to Bitcoin futures markets, as reported by Bloomberg earlier this year. So as you can see, although Bank of America hasn't, they stated that, or it has been said that they have patents for crypto exchange system, whereas Goldman Sachs has actually got into cryptos, you know, in certain areas, like we see right here, offering futures markets for Bitcoin, and like we see also they're an investor in Circle, which just bought Poloniex. That was in the news today as well. So they obviously see, you know, get on board with crypto or become obsolete. Now, if Bank of America doesn't get on board, hopefully they'll be obsolete. Simple as that. So this is the good news. of this video, that banks are finally admitting how much of a threat cryptos are to their existence. Now I'm going to talk about the bad news. So if you don't know what's going on lately with the outright banning and censorship of alt media channels, truth media channels, channels that have contrarian views to the mainstream narrative and the mainstream agenda, that is what has been really ramping up the last few days. Now, I did a video a few days back, almost a week ago maybe, talking about George Soros and the EU calling for basically the censoring of social media because it was being used to control people's minds and basically sway their opinions. For those who don't realize how instrumental social media and YouTube and things of that nature were in the election of Donald Trump, they were huge. Now, this, regardless of if you like Donald Trump or not, that fact is undeniable. And the elite know that. Okay? The people who pull the strings know that. So there is a big plan that is being carried out and orchestrated to get prominent YouTube channels, prominent people in social media who have huge followings banned. So that way there will not be as much public opposition to the mainstream narrative. If you haven't seen this video already, check out this video from Sean at SGT Report, where he interviewed, it was just posted last night. He did an interview with Ron Johnson of STF News. I've followed Ron Johnson for years on YouTube. He had over 150,000 or about 150,000 subscribers. And within a very short period of time, his channel got 1, 2, 3 strikes and was banned, losing his 150,000 subscribers, losing all their comments, losing every video he had put up on YouTube. Now, even if they let him come back, he will never get the subscribers back. He will never get his old content back. He will start from zero. Okay? Now, basically, Alex Jones and InfoWars, this isn't about him. I'm using him as an example. So put aside your feelings for Alex Jones. He is 1 strike away now from the same thing happening to him. Over 2 million subscribers. And he just went from 0 strikes to 2 strikes in the matter of days. CNN and other mainstream media, fake media outlets are lobbying YouTube to ban people with contrarian views and contrarian views, basically. So anybody who speaks out against the mainstream agenda is in danger now of having their channel banned. And this isn't just happening on YouTube, okay? This is happening on Twitter. It's happening on Facebook. And I can't help but think that Soros is probably behind this. So this is a very serious matter. This basically really kind of kicked into high gear ever since the shooting in Parkland, Florida. That is what they are using to ban. They're banning videos, giving people strikes on videos that have to do with that. Videos that basically were just showing interviews with people who were supposed alleged students at the school, but were not shown on mainstream media outlets. So I'm not going to get into that shooting. I'm just telling you that is why this kicked into high gear and the reasoning they're using. So it has been happening before that. I know that a lot of people that I followed that had firearms related channels, such as James Yeager and other channels as well, have had this happen to them also. Just 1, 2, 3 strikes, basically out of nowhere, and boom, your channel's banned, all your subscribers are gone, all your videos are gone, and you are essentially erased, silenced, done. Okay, so this is a very slippery slope. The problem is, these are private companies, okay? So they don't have to give you your First Amendment right. Or that's what they're going to argue if this gets taken to court. Basically, they're going to say it's a privilege to be on our platform. We're a private company, and we don't have to give you a platform if we don't want to. So expect that this will be going to court. I know I've heard that Alex Jones is already talking about suing. Who knows? But I would assume that other people are thinking this as well. Okay, so basically, if you don't see the significance of this and how deadly serious this is, you need to wake up. Okay, we have a constitution in this country, and the First Amendment is freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Okay, followed by the Second Amendment, which protects the First Amendment. It is blatantly obvious that in this country, America, they are coming for your free speech. They are coming for your guns. They want to do away with the Fourth Amendment as well. And basically already have. You have no right to privacy anymore. So, what can we do about this? What happens if people with contrarian views and alt media channels lose their platform? Okay, because let's be honest here, the fake mainstream media knows how irrelevant they're becoming and how much people are losing trust in them, which is why they are pushing for this to happen. Like I said, regardless of if you like Alex Jones or not, yes, I know he's very over the top. However, more people listen to and follow Alex Jones than CNN, and CNN knows that. So they are pushing for this to happen. One of the many people is pushing for this to happen. But what can we do if people lose their platform to get the message out? We are going to have to turn to platforms like d.tube. Okay, d.tube works in conjunction with Steemit, which is a decentralized blog/social media platform on the blockchain. Okay, if you're subscribed to my channel, you more than likely know what Steemit is. Okay, so what we need to do is, if you are not using Steemit, please get a Steemit account. If you have a channel that you post videos, even if it is not anything having to do with alt media or anything, start using d.tube. Okay, we need to transition ourselves to platforms that are more liberty minded and focused on free speech, regardless of if you think you're saying anything wrong or not. Well, what I'm saying isn't going against anything. It's not controversial, so I really don't need to do it. It makes me think of that meme. And I think actually Ron Johnson goes over this meme in the interview with Sean, but talks about first they came for the for the Jews, and I wasn't a Jew, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the Christians, and I'm not a Christian, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to stand up for me. Or however it goes. You probably heard it before. Don't think that just because you don't make controversial content that this doesn't apply to you. Because this is going to set a precedent. And if we let anybody strip away our First Amendment right, or any right guaranteed to us by the Constitution in this country, it is a slippery fucking slope. And we are going to regret it. Mark my words. Okay? So, now, I talked about Steemit and d.tube, which are on the blockchain. And that is really the only way I have to tie this into my normal content, which is crypto related and blockchain related. But this is something I really, really needed to make a video about because I see the severity of this situation and how serious this really is. Now, as far as social media, what happens if they ban you on Twitter or ban you on Steemit or on Facebook? Regardless of if they do or don't, I suggest everybody sign up for gab.ai, which is a First Amendment free speech geared social media platform. And I know a lot of people are starting to use it. We need more people to use it. Everybody, please sign up for gab.ai. It's not on the blockchain. It's not tied to the blockchain. However, it was made with free speech in mind because the man who developed it saw what was happening in social media with censorship. Okay? Censorship is what happens when you live in a communist regime. Okay? Last I checked, America wasn't a communist regime, although it is starting to look that way. I don't want to live under tyranny. Plain and simple. So, if you're watching this and you haven't shut this video off yet and you're still watching it, please guys, start using gab.ai. Start using d.tube if you make videos. Start using Steemit. Even if you don't make videos, please sign up for Steemit. You can even make money on there, okay? So everybody should be using Steemit. Spread the word about all these. Get your friends and family to start using them. We need to combat this any way we can. And right now, this is the only way I can think of. So, if anybody knows of any other decentralized social media platforms that have good potential, reach out to me and let me know. I am going to be talking with a friend of mine who's got a prominent alt media platform. If you follow my channel, you probably know who he is, and trying to put something together, something that we can do to reach out to people and to get people to start using other platforms. We should not have to worry about being censored. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video won't get taken down. Follow me on Twitter at TruthBlitzMedia. And also subscribe to the Block Party Podcast official channel. The link is right below me. And I will see you guys next time.